Good.
It's a pleasure to be in the basement.
Thank you.
It's nice to see you, be amongst friends and the lady friends, and just have our lovely audience out there looking
Pete's
at
Basement is filmed in front of a live audience.
Hi, guys.
They're not always willing to be here, but they are here.
Thank God for roofies, huh?
Yep. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the basement. We got our first official round table back. We're all back, and we're all happy to be here. First of all, I want to thank my father, Fred, for putting the table back together and giving us somewhere to sit, because without this table, you would be able to see Adam with no pants on. And believe me, it's a scary sight. It's very scary.
The proof is in the sauce.
Yeah. And for putting the shelf back up, so now we can have all the decorations back up and everything. Well, I've been working like a dog for the past week, pulling 12 and 16-hour days, so I haven't gotten to the comic shop. So this one's on you guys. What came out?
That's twice now.
That's twice.
I went last Tuesday, which was, you know, the day before New Comic Day, of course, and I spent $150 on fucking 2 weeks worth of comics, and now I still have this week to pick up.
It's not easy being a male prostitute.
It's ridiculous.
Your asshole's still sore.
No.
Well,
Dick
then
hurts, though.
I can understand that very intimately. Let's start with our most miserable comic of the week.
All right.
Which Ramon says is...
Survey says?
World of New Krypton #4.
World of New Fucko. Terrible book. I read it just now and really just absolutely fucking miserable.
It sucks. It's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Steve?
I didn't read it, so.
There you go.
There you go. Enough said.
Piece of shit. Didn't read it.
You know what? I gave up on Superman a while ago. I was going to try to, you know, continue going, especially after that letter we got 2 weeks ago that basically said, you know, New Krypton wasn't so bad.
No, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, no, that's really bad. And the worst part is they tried to capitalize on the fact that Green Lantern doesn't suck. By having him make a cameo, so they put him right on the cover.
Doesn't help any, does it?
Yeah, not at all, man. Wow, just really? Really? No.
Yeah,
And
this,
you know,
this could have been great.
We got a great letter from our friend Russell. It's very long. Thank you for this essay, Russell.
Real quick, Russ, you got to understand something. We read books that have the words in tiny little bubbles in short bursts. Writing a thesis paper doesn't help us.
Maybe he wrote it for college and just sent it to us.
It's possible, but next time, add pictures at least, please. You got to help us. Meet us halfway. That's all we ask.
Basically, Russell said, you know, how do you guys think that Superman should be fixed? And do you even think it's worth fixing, or should it be just done away with altogether? Personally, I absolutely don't think it should be done away with altogether. I agree with what he said in the beginning of this essay, which was, you know, Superman is one of the greatest characters of all time. He's somebody that the entire world could look up to. We live in a world where, believe it or not, the fourth most recognizable face in the world is Superman. Can you believe that shit? I don't know.
Popeye, the Smurfs, and
KFC?
KFC.
God bless you, Colonel Sanders. But yeah, the point being is, I kind of agree, is that I just think they should do away with some of the books, man. Like,
That's what they should do away with.
Seriously.
The storyline.
Yeah.
They should go back to the regular Superman.
Yeah, like just...
You know, where are they going with this? Is General Zod going to be like the anti-hero all of a sudden? Is he going to come out being the villain and all that? This is 15 issues long, and it's...
And they just stretch it out. He's got way too many fucking stories. And you want to know...
You said it right there. Go ahead.
Well, you know, what they did with Batman, which I kind of like, because we're about to segue into his new title, is they took Detective Comics and put Batwoman in it, which is an interesting fucking idea, is spread the wealth a little bit, build some of the other characters, you know? It's a really good idea. I would have even settled for Detective Comics starring Red Robin as opposed to giving that fucking guy...
Yeah,
you know what?
next week, by the way.
On that note, because Batwoman taking over Detective Comics, Russ has something to say. And where is Superman? Off somewhere playing the Kryptonian version of House while some cheap dollar store knockoff stands in his place. Yeah. I don't like the idea of Mon-El being running around.
Yeah, neither do I.
Superman, whatever.
I don't like that. They're putting out what I would have done, and because I'm a super atomic mega genius, and you should all follow what I say. Is they're bringing back Superboy. They should have put him in Action Comics.
Absolutely.
And that would have been fine.
Because at least that's somebody that we know
and
we like already.
Right.
Instead
they're giving him his own
Mon-El's
series.
been in the Phantom Zone for the past 30+ years since the Silver Age, and
no
all of a sudden a cure for his fucking lead poisoning just shows up
and
in one panel.
And here's the other thing. Nobody gives a fuck about it. Like, I understand the whole idea. Like, listen.
There wasn't even a build-up to that.
I understand the whole idea behind it. Is the comics are dropping across the board. They're trying to bring out, like, new characters to franchise and make
But they don't, that's
this is
the
a character
wrong
anybody
answer. They don't need to do that. What they need to do is get more concise storylines, shrink down the amount of fucking characters that they want people to give a shit about, and let's give a shit about the important fucking characters.
I'll go with that. And in that vein, let's take a look at the relaunch of Batman and Robin, which I don't think there's a single major relaunch that I've been more fucking apathetic about. Like, really,
I have been fearing that since day one.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know how I feel about Grant Morrison. You guys know how I feel about Grant Morrison. I admit I did like his run on JLA. Rock of Ages was entirely too difficult to understand.
And I love his old stuff on Doom Patrol, The Invisible.
All-Star Superman.
All-Star Superman.
I've never read All-Star Superman, but I've heard many good things.
Is the trade's available?
This is the All-Star Superman team-up again. This is Grant Morrison, and what the hell is the artist's name?
Frank Whiteley.
He is one of the worst artists I've ever fucking seen in my life.
People are gonna be really unhappy with you.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't hate his
I am
artwork.
entitled to my opinion, and I do not like his artwork.
You're right.
First of all, Dick Grayson looks like he's staring at Damien's ass right here. Look at that fucking cover, people.
He might.
And Damien's standing there like, yeah, I got a nice ass.
Yeah, so.
I don't know, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying too.
He appreciates good beauty.
I mean, why else would you have a guy wearing?
I don't like his artwork.
Let me see the costume.
As an artist myself, I think I have a right to harp on this guy, and I do not like his work. Same way I don't like Stuart Imimim. I refuse to get this guy's name right. I think Imimim is funnier. I think he should honestly change his name to Imimim. Imimim. Yep. Anyway.
The story, basically, my point is this, is that we know this is going to come out late. You know this is going to come out, like, infrequently and late. Well, and that none of the stories that happen here are going to affect anything else. And maybe that's fine, but...
Quietly, whatever his fucking name is, he's only doing 3 issues. After that,
they had the fourth issue out. I've seen the cover for it.
Yeah, it has a hood on it now, right? They're bringing back old shit.
Who's the big man?
Yeah, why is there a pig dude running around in that issue?
He figured it out.
I don't know if I figured it out, but
you have an interesting and intellectual theory.
Was he a fat little mental patient?
He could have been my 5th grade English teacher.
Oh.
But he came in wearing masks a lot.
Yeah.
Also dresses. It didn't end well for Mr. Nevins. But that's neither here nor there. Is that he spells it P-Y-G. Mr. Pig. There's an old myth, I'm not sure if it's Greek or Roman, about the Pygmalion who would like shape everybody around him to make them perfect, which is what his MO is in this. My point being is that, Grant Morrison likes to draw shape from like mythology and all that other stuff, and this is where my geek just takes a left turn in thesis paper, is that I think that's, part of what he's trying to do with this is bring in some of the weird, crazy villains.
Alright, I got a question. Since, like I said, I didn't read this, I didn't get a chance. This is on my list to pick up, obviously, because it's...
I wouldn't pick it up. You want me to be deadly honest with you? I wouldn't bother.
I'm gonna get it just for the hell of it.
I would get the first 4 issues in trade, which will drop the second after the 4th issue comes out.
Yeah.
If you're really that fucking interested, because we all know this isn't gonna last. Dick Grayson ain't gonna be Batman forever.
But that was gonna be my question: is how does ignoring any stupid storyline, ignoring any stupid fucking pig villain or anything like that, how does Dick Grayson stack up in the Bat Rogues in comparison to Bruce Wayne?
I like him. I mean, I always liked him.
It's kind of early, don't you think?
No,
First issue. Because we've been stuck with Dick Grayson forever. You know what I mean? Yeah. I always thought he'd be good. He'd be good. I wanted him to take over when they originally broke Batman's back.
He did take over for a little while.
Yeah,
but trade is actually going for about $50 now.
Right, but now he's but back then they wrote him that his penis was inverted and he was a big fucking badge and you wouldn't fucking do it.
Did you see Nightwing's costume, man? That was like fucking 80s disco, man.
Oh, yeah, with the collar. But yeah, not very impressive. And, again, between this and the Flash relaunch, I don't think I've been more apathetic about DC characters in a long time. And I'm going to tell you something that's a little blasphemous. I'm not even that interested right now in Blackest Night. They've overhyped it and they're dragging their fucking feet.
God, and all these fucking...
This is my problem with comics in general, especially of late, is they seem to be dragging ass on all of their storylines.
DC specifically is very good at dragging their asses. They really want to overhype this, and suddenly it's not just a Green Lantern event. They're bringing everything to fucking. It's irritating.
Like they're bringing back Doom Patrol.
Yeah, I don't listen.
Doom Patrol, really.
The one book not the one book, but one of the only books in DC that's really a shining star is Secret Six, which we've been saying by Gail Simone. Great, self-contained arcs, fucking fantastic. Still one of my favorite books. This new arc is really deeply fucked up.
Yeah. Keep going. No, I want to say something, but keep going.
Well, I was going to say, this week's issue starts a new arc where they're... First of all, Bane, you see that Bane actually apparently needs a therapist and a hug. Yeah. Although a guy who walks around dressed like a luchador, really, you kind of get the feeling he might need that anyway.
That's Danny, too, by the way.
Big up to Danny, a.k.a. Young Bane. But what I was